Do. What up, Nichols? I assume you're still on vacation. Bow bow bow. Bow 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 bow. Alright, so let's pop those in there. So we really need to get my offhand, my pants, and still need a ring. What does the ring do? Storm skills that you cast grant 1 spirit and deal bonus damage. Okay, so that would be nice. Doesn't seem as game-changing, though. Okay, so I really got to focus on my totem, which comes from Harbinger. Do I have any Harbinger keys? I have 1. Okay. Are we live everywhere? Yes. Yes. Make sure this is working today. Uh-oh. Hello, Nerdy! Is TikTok not working again? There it goes. It was just delayed. Cool. Bow, bow, bow. It is... Or I am doing well. Had a weird morning. Couldn't stay off the toilet. TMI, I know. Anyways, what up, Quigs? How you doing? Alright, so Beast in the Ice. No. Harbinger of Hatred. That one. Yeah, I almost ended up taking today off just because my stomach was feeling super weird, but it finally feels normal-ish, so hopefully it stays that way. Yeah, it seems better now, but we'll see if it lasts. There's some random stomach bugs causing major digestive issues. Interesting. Is that like in the Midwest? Okay, because like I feel like several people that I've talked to, not to call anybody out, but several people I've talked to have been having similar things to what I've been dealing with lately. Because it hasn't been just today, but today was kind of worse. I'm wondering if it's the same thing and it's like made it beyond the Midwest. Switch from Druid to Dance of Knives Rogue. How's that going for you? I did have fun when I did Dance of Knives a couple seasons ago. Also, I did switch up my build, but I think I did it prematurely. I did not mean to switch to Grizzly Rage. I need the totem before I can use Grizzly Rage. What Torment? This is Torment 4. Okay, okay. Get out of Grizzly Rage, please. I need to not use that. Can I... There we go. Why do I have nothing on my left click? There we go. Why is he automatically going into Grizzly Rage? Is that a thing? Oh, hello, daughter. This build's insane. Yeah, so I don't have all the items, and I definitely switched to it prematurely. I'm really hoping I get my offhand here. Shit. Shit. So I need to not... Actually, you know what? Just take that off my bar for now. But yeah, this build's fun. Parasitic infection and neurovirus are causing a spike in the Midwest stomach illness. Both cause sudden, severe watery diarrhea and cramping. That's not what I'm dealing with. So that's good. I got 2 layer boss keys. Superior layer boss keys. Alright, well. I could do Belial and get Harbinger loot. How you doing, Chris? Welcome, welcome. I'm gonna do that because I need that item. Whoops. Didn't mean it. Didn't mean it. What's this game? You've never seen it before? Yeah, me neither. Never heard of it. Just kind of showed up on my computer, so I'm like, I guess I'll play it. I feel like performance has been weird this season. I can't imagine it's my computer, but maybe it is. It's one of the lesser-known Exile likes. True. Coming over to play it? Do it. I got an extra computer. I actually have several. I could set up a little LAN party here if I wanted to. Are you heckin' serious? Are you heckin' serious, game? Rude. We do have one more. I will say, the whole seasonal quest line this season, they could have done a little more. Like, I don't expect a lot from seasonal quest lines, but kill one Realm Walker and go kill the seasonal boss, and that was it, with like 50 levels in between. Like, at that point, why even bother? Sums up the entire season? Yeah, pretty much. Like, I'm still having fun playing it, but like... Oh, now I get 2 of them. Well, gives me options, I guess. I do like options. Alright, so... that one looks better just off the unique power, but what are the stats on it? Poison damage multiplier is a dead stat. That's on both of them. Yeah, I think the equipped one's fine. I'll just roll that off. Although, the other one has more weapon damage. Do I like the right one? Or do I like the left one? Yeah, I'll use that one. I can re-roll the bottom stat. I don't know. I'm sure I'll get an ancestral sooner than later. Okay. So that means I can put Grizzly Rage back on my bar. Because I do believe that was the one that... Yeah, Grizzly Rage is now werewolf skill. Perfect. Alright.
Taken apart, melted down.
What are the yellow wings from? That is the new Overwatch Reliquary that's available this season.
That's it for that, please.
Those are the Mercy Wings. If you really think about you, only a minor mechanic change with the Realm Walkers, which is not that big of a deal. It's fine, but nothing for an entire season. Yeah, it really feels like their resources were elsewhere when they were working on this season, which makes me think, hopefully, next season's going to be a banger. Hopefully. Blizzard didn't give you the skins for free. No, they did. I'm also doing a giveaway for the seasonal battle pass on DiabloFilter.com. You really hope this season is just prep season for the return of Malthael? That's kind of what it feels like. But, yeah, I don't know. Didn't want to be a Roadhog? No. No, I did not. Next season start 2 days after BlizzCon. Yeah. Yep. Are those the jugs? You talking about these? I don't know what you mean by that. Has to be a banger? I hope so. I don't think I spelled his name right, but thank you for understanding. Oh, yeah, Malthael. Yeah, the expansion boss for Diablo 3. The character? Genji is kind of cool. So, yeah, like, I'm not a big Overwatch guy. I did play a little bit, and I did think there were certain characters that were cool. I really liked Reaper, but I believe that's the Necromancer set, so I don't think I'm going to be using that one very much. Premium jugs. Alright, do I want any of these? Probably not. Reaper Necro skin is sick? Yeah. I just don't really want to play Necro.
Taken apart, left it down.
Is this seasonal realm? They're populated unlike your Eternal ass? Yeah, seasonal realms are always populated. Like, playing Eternal is... You're basically like a... Like... I don't know, kind of like off on the... Like a playground by yourself. Okay. Need to focus. You like the Uwu Spiritborn one? You forget the character's name? Yeah, I don't remember. That button. Eternals for losers like you who drop in and out. You know. I mean, I'm not saying that, but since the game basically refreshes itself every 2 or 3 months, I think playing seasons is a fun way to do it. I mean, it only takes a couple hours to get to max level anymore anyways. You were there since launch, though? Hell yeah. Have you tried seasonal at all? Kariko? Which one? Oh, but there's so many in here. Like, I wish there was like a search, or like a way to say like, okay, show me the reliquary skin from season 14. There's too many in here. Where'd I get my weapon? Haven't had it drop yet. Like the actual weapon or the cosmetic? Because the weapon, you can go to DiabloFilter.com on the boss loot page, and it'll show you. Like, you can pull up a loot filter or you can pull up a loot filter and look it up. It'll show you. So my weapon is Waxing Gibbous from Lord Zier. Could you imagine not playing a season since season 1? There's a couple that I could imagine not playing. Now you swap games for other big story games you want to play. Season-based games feel like you got to be in it for investor for the long term. I mean, if you're only playing a little bit every now and then, I think seasons are great because you can experience the game in like new ways every season. I mean, unless you're just really attached to a character. I don't get attached to characters in this game, so I guess that's maybe the difference. My recommendation, though, is just try a season just once. Just once. Like, if you're going to make an alt, it'll go to Eternal Realm eventually anyways. So just try it out. You might like it. Because I know Timmy in Twitch chat, he used to be a always Eternal, or non-season back then, in Diablo 3. And then, maybe it was Diablo 4, I don't remember. But, no, you don't have to pay for each season. They're free. The Battle Pass costs money, but that's just skins. Seasons are free. Oh, there it is. Yeah, he used to be like an always Eternal Realm player, and he finally tried seasons, and he never went back. Yeah, that's just I don't know, not really feeling it. Assumed it was a cash grab scheme like other games. Oh no, not at all. So this game. The one thing that they've said is that they will never add any kind of pay for power. Really, the only content you'll ever have to pay for is expansions. Yeah, you get pets and other other cosmetics for free. There are paid ones that you can get through like the season pass or whatever, but there are free ones also. You're running out of gold. What endgame content should you do to get the most? Selling legendary seals to the vendor. Sell for like 13 million. I'm assuming they haven't changed that from last season. I haven't actually tried it this season, but I assume it's the same. So that's how I made a lot of my gold, but... What game? Diablo 4. I kind of like that. It's kind of shiny. Have you said hello to the Overwatch pet yet? No. This one?
Hello.
Oh, the oniony thing. The other pet. Do I have that yet? This guy.
Greetings.
That's pretty cute. Love that they finally add a new color palette. Yeah, I hope they do more of that. Like, it was such a small thing, but I really like it. For a season character, do you have to grind to 70 each time? Yes, but if you have the expansion and you just do the Warplans command table, it takes like 2 or 3 hours to get to level 70. Alright, so we're going to do some Helltide. So I still need Tibalt's Will and Dirge of Erda. Where's Dirge from? Astaroth, okay.
Let us help.
Yeah, this character's very bright now. Expansion being Vessel and Lord? Yes. Yeah, that's the only paid content. And it seems like those will come out every year and a half or so. I do expect them to announce a new one at BlizzCon in a couple months, although I think it'll be a very, very light teaser, not like a full reveal. Also, Helltides and Void Ginas gave huge experience. Yeah. So I would say early on, doing war plans for Helltides is super, super, super good. And then later on, the Undercity also becomes really good. Can confirm you've done 2 so far, your PS5? P52, Soul Self-Found. And 71 after 2 days, yeah. So I leveled multiple characters because I was doing hardcore first and I kept dying. But this character, when I finally started doing softcore and like wasn't as being as cautious, it took maybe 2.5 hours while I was also like working my day job. So they have cow level in D4. They did finally add a cow level, although I'm still suspicious that there's more to it that we haven't discovered yet. Because right now it's very lackluster. Managed to meet a Realm Walker and a Helltide today? Nice. Am I crazy? Does it feel like the camera is closer today? Am I tripping? I'm probably tripping. You can get the war table if you just make a seasonal having... if you have both expansions, you get the war table... Like, you can get the war plan table from level 1 if you've done it before, but you do have to do the campaign to unlock it first, the Lord of Hatred campaign. How's the new update? This season is a little underwhelming. Like, it's fun, it's fine, it's everything that the expansion added plus a few extra things and a few extra changes. But for like a season standalone, they didn't add a ton. Like, what you're looking at is basically all they added. But they did add solo self-found mode, and they did a rework to Mythic Uniques. Need to finish Lord of Hatred so you get the cube first. Yeah, the cube and the war plans both get unlocked during the campaign. They really changed it from the first from the first Diablo? They did, yeah. Every Diablo's gotten a little bit faster than the previous one. No, Diablo 3 was faster than 4. But yeah, they've definitely changed it up. I would love to see some kind of Diablo 1 remake / remaster / something. But yeah, they're all different. They have similarities and they have differences. So I do kind of miss the Thunderstorm part of the build, but this does feel pretty damn strong. Your brother dug out the original Diablo PS1 game after finding out I followed it to 4? Nice. I didn't play D1 until a couple of years ago for the first time. I haven't finished it. I would like to finish it at some point. I was a big D2 guy. D2 is what got me into the franchise. And I'm really hoping at BlizzCon we get a Diablo 2 expansion announcement. Grew up watching him play D1. Nice. Yeah, I found out about D2 because my little brother was playing it with one of his friends. I was like, what is that game? I need to play that, like, immediately. It's funny how many people found Diablo from, like, watching a sibling play. Like, my friend Misha, she started playing because her older brother played it. Got something? Okay. All right, Anthony. Heckin' guy. Heckin' guy. The first one you played, gear got stolen a lot. So I definitely fell victim to that in Diablo 2. I remember I was playing with a dude, and he's like, "Hey man, I got this thing that like makes it to where like your magic find gets like increased by 500 times. Just run this file." Sure enough, I was a dumb 14-year-old kid or whatever, and it was like a script that made me open up my inventory and dump all my gear on the ground. Hell yeah. That was you in StarCraft, but you watched your elementary school friend play it? Nice. Yeah, I feel like gaming, even like back then, it just felt more social than it does now in a lot of ways. But like, in different ways, I guess. Like, it's still social, but in different ways. See, internet? Yeah. Like, back then, it was like all your friends getting together to play games together and talk about the games you've been playing, where now it's just people playing online together and stuff. Split screen sleepovers were how bonds were met. Yeah. LAN parties, that kind of shit. I remember having a Quake LAN. Like, my dad used to own a business, and they had like really fast internet because it was a business. They needed like a T1 line back in the day. But it was before like broadband internet was like normal. And me and a bunch of my friends lugged our computers to the office and set them all up and got a bunch of pizzas, and that was the shit. Playing Quake 2 all night. Blizzard should have done something better on the first Diablo? What do you mean by that? The first Diablo was like a game changer for the gaming industry. Having a 30s LAN party soon with friends, wife going away. All taking our TVs and consoles. Hell yeah. That sounds awesome. We're old, true. I'll never get away from the old allegations. Like, gear shouldn't have got stolen a lot. I mean, that's only if you fall victim to people who are, you know, like using tools that, like, you have to run something to get your gear stolen. Like, that is a user error. It's not a problem with the game. Alright, let's get out of Helltide. Actually. No TikTok or social media, good old times. I mean, I have very mixed feelings on social media. I think most people do. But like, I think social media has been great for me, but it definitely has a lot of downsides as well. I am very curious what my life would look like without social media, though. Actually, you know what? I don't want to know. Some people don't like how colorful Diablo got with the attacks, like Destiny. So I think Diablo 4 definitely reined it back from where Diablo 3 was, but I still, personally, I prefer Diablo 1, Diablo 2, like as far as the aesthetic goes. I like Diablo 4, but I do feel like most screens are too much of one color. Like, this screen is very, like, brownish red. I would like to see a little bit more vibrance, or not necessarily vibrance, but, like, variety of colors. I think the newer zones, like Skovos and Nahantu, feel better, but they're kind of too bright in a lot of ways. Darker the better for dungeons. The one thing that I would love to see is dungeons that are legit dark and light radius brought back as a stat. Probably a controversial take. You want it bleak like Souls games? I've been saying for a while, I really want to see Diablo 1 remade like a Souls-like. maybe not as hard as a Souls-like, because Blizzard likes to make their game more approachable by more people, but like that style, like a third person, like going through dark ass dungeons, and it's like actually scary, but like a third person Diablo experience would be super cool. The thing that I never talked to those people, but when I logged on a couple times, gear was gone. Took a while to get the gear. If you're just logging on to Diablo 1 and then you log in again later and your gear is gone, I have a feeling someone had access to your account, because that shouldn't have happened. Unless there was a bug that I just don't know about. So a lot of druids recently in-game, are they the strongest this season? I think Barb is still the strongest this season. I was planning on going Sork, but I play Sork almost every season, so right before the season started, I'm just like, you know what? I haven't played a Druid in a while. That sounds fun. Druids do feel really strong this season, though. You're the strongest this season? Nice. 3 to human skills. Hey, that's a Nichols amulet. Those aren't bad. Yeah, I would say druids are in the top this season, like the top half, but I don't know. Have you had the Dirty Mountain Dew? Yes. I recently bought 4 cases of it. The Dirty Mountain Dew, like the 0 calorie one. So not the full sugar one, but the sugar-free one. It's good. It's good. Barb's gotten kept all the love this season and last. Barbs have been pretty much the best class in all seasons except for like 2. Always using the assassin, especially on the first Diablo. So in this game, that would probably be the rogue. Just got your poison pen shot build. It's pretty fun so far. Nice, nice. So good. You like the voltage raspberry too? Well, I don't think I've had that one. Dance of Knives, strong S now. Dance of Knives, I know Dance of Knives is good for a leveling build. I don't know how it is in the end game this season. We did not like the Dirty Mountain Dew, but I love dirty sodas. Please take the rest of the case off you. So it was one of those things, like, I really liked the first couple, but I definitely got burnt out on the flavor. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Did I already say that? I probably did. Doesn't matter. Thank you again. 24 hours playtime on Torment 12 and not 1 mythic drop yet. Yeah, I haven't got a mythic yet. I mean, I'm not on Torment 12 yet because I was doing hardcore for a while and started over multiple times, but yeah, I haven't got one yet. Personally, also another hot take. I like that mythics are rare. I liked how they were back in like season 0 when it was like you had the chance, like it was basically like winning the lottery. They were so rare. I feel like the items in this game are way too common. You Americans with your Mountain Dews. Here in English, we drink salty mud. Salty mud? Voltage Raspberry reminds me of the Blue Sour Patch Kids. Interesting. So one of my favorite ghost energy drinks is the Blue Sour Patch Kids. So that'd probably be good. I didn't know. I gotta look this up. I gotta look it up. Voltage Raspberry. Do they have a 0 sugar version? I can't drink sugary sodas anymore. Like, not even because of like diet reasons or whatever. I just feel super bloated if I drink sodas with sugar. Doesn't look like it. At least not online. You see Shred build a lot. Is it top tier this season? It seems like one of the better Druid builds for this season. It seems really strong, but I haven't pushed it that far yet. I'm only in Torment 4, although I could probably push that up now. Other class should get extra ring slot or something? Oh, because of the barbs having the extra slot. Yeah. Like I know rogues get 1 extra slot, and like, does anybody else get an extra slot? I don't know. But because they did that, they did make it to where barbarians, like strength doesn't give them as much as main stat does for other classes and stuff. So there are ways to compensate, but they are still too strong. Show my seals. Art. So I don't have good ones yet. I'm just using random shit that I found. Hello, Nichols. Miserably sick. Uh-oh. tend to hibernate until it's time to go to Deluxe Church in the morning, but you wanted to say hello. Also, I love Mountain Dew and cream soda, but the Mountain Dew with cream soda mixed in tastes like cough syrup. Really? I didn't feel that way, but you know, that could just be like the cilantro thing, where some people say it tastes like soap and other people don't mind it at all. All right. Do they have runes in D4? They do, but they're not like Diablo 2 runes. I wish they were more like Diablo 2 runes. So, runes in Diablo 4 is basically like I can never remember what they're called. It's like invocation runes, and there's basically a top rune and a bottom rune, and it's like a trigger and an effect. So like the top one says like, you know, if you run so many yards, and the bottom one says do this thing. And so they're a conditional. Hi, Psychosa. I've been saying for a while, I would love if they eventually added Diablo 2 style rune words, to where like if you you can take the runes that already exist that have like their preset things, but if you slot them into a white item in a certain order, like Diablo 2 rune words, it would make basically like a new unique. I think that would be super cool, but we'll see if it ever happens. I don't know. Spiritborn dead class now? No. I know a lot of people still enjoy them. My dude Immortalize, he's a big Spiritborn dude. He makes guides and stuff for them still, and seems like they're still doing pretty well. I haven't played one in a while, but I don't know. I've heard they're okay. How many runes in one piece of gear? You can have up to 2. So you can use 2 rune words per character, and you cannot use the same rune in both rune words. So you basically pick 4 runes, and you can slot them anywhere. So you can put them in your helmet, your chest, your pants, or a 2-handed weapon, because those are the armor slots that can have 2 runes.
Quite the challenge.
And then the rest of your gear, you would just put gems. Spiritborn hanging to 1 build for a few seasons now. Is it just 1 build? How many gems in gear? So you get you can put 2 gems in a 2-handed weapon, or 1 gem in a 1-handed weapon. Shields can have 1. Offhands can have 1. Gloves can have... no, gloves can't have 1. Rings and amulets can have 1. So you would have basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus whatever weapon slots and offhand slots you have. You made your first rogue and got Dance of Knives and Penetrating Shot going. You can't decide what to drop. Wait, what? Dance of Knives, Penetrating Shot going. Can't decide what to drop. Has this become D3 yet? I mean, there's definitely a lot of elements that they've borrowed from D3. I feel like this game, it's not D2, it's not D3. I mean, it's D4, right? But it borrows ideas from both. As it should. It's in the same universe. But it's definitely more like D3 than any of the other games. Rogue is so strong right now that you could always play a build and make your own. Yeah. Yep. Oh, I appreciate the offer, but I'm even though I'm not in the solo self-found mode, I'm effectively playing solo self-found. I want to find my own gear. I always do. But I do appreciate the offer. But if you want to give me a gift, hit that thumbs up button. That's all the gift I need.
Step up to my anvil. Back to it then.
Alright, I'm gonna save those. Curious how high I can push this without changing anything. Also, speaking of gifts, if you guys haven't already, I am giving away 3 copies of this season's Battle Pass at DiabloFilter.com in the giveaway section. So check it out. I'm kind of sad that the werewolf trample is like a leap rather than like a trample like the bear version was. I guess it makes sense that they wanted it to be different, but like as the bear, I always felt like I was like rushing in with like a shoulder tackle. With the wolf, I almost want him to do like a spear attack. Just like dive straight forward. You're growing out your armpits? Hell yeah. You should braid it. You don't see Warlock and Paladin this season? Why? They're just not that strong. What tournament? I'm currently in, this is Pit Tier 35. So, effectively Tournament 5. I started hardcore, and then I eventually died, so I had to start over. And so we have a little bit of a slower start to the season, but I should be higher tournament in no time. I'm currently working on leveling through the tournament tiers. Not everyone can be as elegant as Barbs. They're so elegant. Thought it'd let me braid them? I'd do it. But only if I can take pictures. For my gallery. My portfolio. Tier 2 Shred Druid, what's the key pieces? So for a Shred Druid, you can get Malefic Crescent from Beast in the Ice, Dark Howl from Uravar, Gathlin's Birthright and Waxing Gibbous from Lord Zir, Dirge of Erida from Astaroth, Azurath, you want that as your unique charm from Bartek. And then Ify's Dire Totem from Harbinger of Hatred. And then Tibalt's Will can come from anywhere. Bow, 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 bow. I mean, I want to use this because it's ancestral, but those are not great. Bow, wow, wow. This is my second build? This is my 5th Druid this season, because I kept dying in hardcore. But I've been playing essentially the same build, just slowly working on... do I have Charm Set? You have none right now. I've found 2 of the 5 so far. Ugh, it's getting worse. Um, what would thorns be? Yeah, we'll rock with that. Yeah, I don't really care about the blood howl there. Wait. The one I was using was already ancestral? What was I looking at? I'm drunk. I'm drunk. The only achievement you don't have in this game is getting a character level 50 in hardcore. Honestly, it would be super easy to do. Just play it safe. It would take a couple hours. What shirt am I wearing? It's a Wayward Pines shirt that I got when I used to work at a Fox TV station.
That's it for that piece.
It's a really comfy shirt. Did I work on the show? No. So I worked at like a local Fox TV station. I was the guy. So you know when you're watching just like random TV and you see like the promo commercials that are like 15 seconds long that say like coming up on today's episode of so and so or whatever. I was the guy who edited those for many years. So to clarify, I didn't edit the actual commercial, but I added our station like time and like when it aired and stuff. So like I added a tag to it kind of thing. Not as comfortable as my shirts, that's probably true. This one's lighter though, which is nice.
Anyone asks, tell them it's from Scotland.
Okay. Keep it schmoovin', keep it schmoovin'. Now we can go to unlock Torment 6. The ones you ordered from, oh, they do feel light? So the newest ones, I don't even have one of them for myself. So I know the older ones that I had, they felt kind of eh. But that's good to know that the new ones feel light. I like that. I need to pick some up. Actually, I do have the one with my logo in like the metal style. That one was pretty nice. Thought I was shirtless. I am shirtless. I just have a weird tattoo on my chest. Hi, Timmy. I think he's talking about global warming over there. weekend isn't. That's good to hear. Yeah, I've heard it's been cooking over there. Oh shit, it's 96 here. Do not like. What is that in the rest of the world units? I don't even know. Finally hot here, but a big storm's coming Monday to cool us back off. Nice. I want a big storm. I need to move somewhere where it's rainy. My friend's been trying to get me to move to Oregon for a while now. I should do it. Oh, hi, Kenny. Let anyone stream? Yeah. Like 35 and a half-ish. Brett starts Druid. Is it fun? Druid's super fun this season. I'm really enjoying it. I've always liked Druid, but this is one of the more fun builds I've played. What's the build called? This is just Shred Druid. Playing Rogue and having zero fun? Nice. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. I think he's joking, but I'm not convinced either way. Barb's been fun. This is your first one? Actually? Yeah, Barb's have always been pretty fun to me. What's my highest damage number right now? I have no idea. I don't pay attention to damage numbers at all. The only reason I even have them displaying is because chat likes them. I look and see if, is the monster dead? No? Okay, keep hitting it. Move up tiers based on how quick things die? Yeah, exactly. It's just a feel thing. Like, this feels like I could probably move up a few tiers and still be fine. Leave me alone. Played with the damage numbers off for a long time. So, I did too. But then chat started yelling at me. I like to see damage numbers, blah, blah, blah. So I turned them back on. You don't think you can ever play without Subo again? So I definitely like him low level, but in the end game I'll switch it up, depending on what kind of content I'm doing anyways. But yeah, for like early level, definitely running Subo. Like the mini map, like he's basically map hack. He's OP. What up, Mr. Nasty? How you doing? Helps me know where the big packed arm pits. True. Can I help you level up? I mean, I'm still leveling up myself, but I'm effectively playing solo southbound, so we're just grinding today. Since you're Diablo partner, tell them to add a new mercenary. So I put out a video talking about how I thought that it would make a lot of sense to make Amazons and Oracles mercenaries. But that didn't happen. I wouldn't be surprised if it happens eventually. Very curious to see what gets announced at BlizzCon. Like, everything in my body tells me that they're going to tease another expansion. I doubt we'll get many features announced if they do, but they'll probably throw us crumbs at least. Is anybody else going to BlizzCon?
Curse this place. I'm being followed.
Not rich enough? Yeah, I would imagine a trip like that for you would be quite expensive. Flying across the world. You'll be attending via you FaceTiming me? Ah, we'll see, we'll see. Like, as a content creator, going to BlizzCon is such like it's a mixed feelings thing, because like, I love the idea of going and being there to experience it, but at the same time, it's like I could be at home making videos covering everything. Could be like live streaming it and just like hanging out and talking with all you guys about it. So it's like, I want to do both. I want to be in two places at once. But it should be pretty fun. Can't believe it's only 2 months away. Stay at home then? Nah. Pro tip: leave the house and enjoy events like that. Yeah, like I don't get out often enough, and it's an experience to like a chance to hang out with all my other Diablo homies. And Blizzard did invite me to go, so I'd be kind of nuts to turn that down. It'll be my first BlizzCon as a Diablo partner. I did go in 2023, but I was just a lowly scrub back then. How's the build doing? You're going to play this, but you can't till Sunday night? Gotcha. This build's cooking. So I started playing Thunderstorm, and then transitioned to like Shred Thunderstorm at like level 50. And then once I started getting all the gear, now I'm transitioned more into just a pure Shred build. But I'm Riz and not nuts. I'm a little nuts too. You're not looking forward to the unique grind? It hasn't felt too bad for me. Like, I've gotten most of the items that I need, and I'm only Paragon 92 so far. Any tips for beginners? What to do, how to play? How beginner are we talking here? Like, never played the game before? Or, like, haven't played it in a while? Or what are we talking about? But yeah, as far as the unique grind, one thing that I've been pointing out to people is DiabloFilter.com. We just recently added this boss loot section to where you can go on here and like look up where every single unique item drops from. You can find the ones that you need for your build and just like click on them. I'm just clicking random things at this point. But then you can click on this need list thing and it'll show where only the items that you need drop from. Super handy. And if you have like a loot filter that has the items built into it, so if you're following a build guide from Maxroll or Mobalytics or whatever, and they provide a loot filter, you can import that into here through this filter reader section here. You can just paste it in here, and it'll give you a link, it'll give you a link like this that will let you click this button, and it'll show you exactly for that build. This is the one that I'm using currently. Where to go for those. You switched from PoE 2 to Diablo. Gotcha. So you've played a good amount of ARPGs. You're just new to Diablo. Well, first off, play through the campaign. Just enjoy it because you got to do that once. Do you have the expansions or no? Ooh, we can make this work. You have all of them? Okay. So yeah, I would recommend just playing through the campaigns first because like you only have to do it once ever. Technically you can skip the base campaign. I wouldn't if you've never played it just to get that experience unless you just really don't care about the story, but you do have to play through Lord of Hatred to unlock some of the features. So like that would be like a good tutorial on how to play the game. Once you get into the end game, it kind of opens up, kind of like maps in PoE, to where like you can kind of do whatever you want. There's a bunch of different endgame activities that you can participate in, and you can just figure out what you like and what you need based on what your character needs. But when you're new, it is a lot to figure out what comes from where and what's the best thing to focus on. Once you like, if you're gonna play seasonal, which I do recommend, you unlock the pit when you finish chapter 2 of the season, and the pit is going to be the way that you level up like your glyphs, which is like when part of like your major end game progression. So those are important to unlock early and keep working on continually, but you get gear from pretty much everywhere. The layer bosses are where you're going to get your unique items, the best place to target farm unique items anyways. As you're going, if you have questions, feel free to ask me. I'm always available. If I'm not live, you can ask on my Discord. There's people in there that can help all the time. Best lazy build? For leveling, I would say Dance of Knives Rogue. Beyond that, I'm not really sure. So far, I've only played Shred Druid. It's pretty easy. I don't know if I would say lazy, but it's like you don't have to think too much. Like I basically run around and like just spam both left and right click, and I push like 1 and 2 every once in a while. 4 on like elites and bosses. I'm sure I could be doing more, but it's been plenty. Let's see. What can I do for aspects here? Actually, I still need to... Rings, we're doing cooldown reduction, yeah? Yes. Rough. Better. Did you notice that Makuna took all his builds off Mobalytics? Yeah, he moved to Infinity Builds. That's his own website.
Welcome to the Isles. What do you bring?
Okay. Dark Howl needs... So can't get used to seeing Rax on Mobalytics? Yeah. Max Life, I guess? Yeah, I was shocked when Rax left Max Roll. Like, he was like the Max Roll guy. Wait, Max Life can't roll on gloves? Vulnerable damage.
You know where to find me. That's it for that piece.
It's kind of funny though. Like all the content creators like bouncing around between different websites or whatever. It feels a lot like being a pro wrestling fan back in the late 90s. Watching the Monday Night Wars. Wrestlers bouncing back and forth between rival promotions. Where are we going here? Okay, so we want to go this way. Torment 7? WCW versus WWE. Yep. Can I show you my build? You can tell me about your build. Whoops. Heckin' swords. Heckin' swords! Yeah, the late 90s for that reason. Very exciting time to be a kid, to be a teenager. Modeled after the Earthbender from Netflix live action Avatar the Boulder? Hell yeah. I've always wanted to do Boulder Druid. One of these seasons I'm going to do it.
Do you really believe you're
What up, Justin?
that much?
I am the hype!
Another day? How'd your dad's thing go? Is it worth doing an early shred build? I switched to shred around level 60, and it felt good then. You might be able to do it earlier. Is there any Sork build that's meta that's not Firewall? I haven't looked too much, honestly. I was planning on doing Firewall, but then I decided to go Druid instead. I would assume Ball Lightning's probably still decent, although it's not going to be anywhere as good as it was last season. Okay. You found 2 of them for Sorcerer? Is Warlock still good? Warlock was never great. I'm guessing it's probably similar to last season. Probably like B tier. I know Fallen Lunatic and the Apocalypse, I believe, are still supposed to be pretty good. I know they're at least good enough to kill T12 Mephisto, because Macro Boy did it yesterday. I believe it was yesterday, maybe it was the day before. He can't skip campaign first time. Who can't? What are we talking about? So, like, the base game campaign, you can skip now, as long as you've done the very beginning, the prologue. But the Lord of Hatred campaign, you can't skip the first time, I don't believe. Day 4? Hell yeah. Is it only day 4? Yeah, guess so. Math. No sword. Bad sword. Uh-oh. Couldn't move. Drew's looking strong. It's pretty good this season. This is the first pushback I've had in a while. the champion monsters or elite monsters or whatever they're called in this game.
Gosh.
Ah, shit. I'm sorry to hear that, Joe. Thought it was hardcore? I was, but after 4 deaths, I decided to switch to softcore. I wanted to actually make some progress for a little bit, and I'll go back to hardcore after I do what I want to do in the season journey and all that stuff. Well, that's scary. Hopefully that goes well, though. For sure. Next Friday? Damn. Thank you for the heart me. Appreciate it. How high have I gotten in the pits? So I just did a 50. That's the highest I've done so far. I started hardcore and I died a couple times, so I switched to softcore, and so definitely a slow start to the season. But we're getting there. We're making progress now. Shred build, yep. Ooh. Start of the season, that's what you're leveling? Yeah, Shred's pretty good. You just wish Frozen Orb was good again? That's your favorite sword build of all time? I'm curious if it's doable. Because, like, I was thinking about doing a Frozen Orb build. I tried it a little bit on the PTR at, like, low levels, and it felt okay at low levels, but I don't know about endgame. Well, I'm not using it yet. I'll spend some mobiles. So you consistently D tier? Oof.
Care for a game of chance?
Well, that ain't great. Let's go boots.
Nice. Oh, it's hey.
Complete a pit 115. On the Shred Druid? Nice. Hell yeah. Let's see. This is for science. Why would it say it wouldn't work, but then it worked? That was weird. Okay, so it doesn't seem like you can get an Ancestral that way. Um,
Back to it then.
is there a better website than Maxroll for builds? Because that's what you use a lot. So I would recommend Maxroll or Mobalytics, or D4 builds. They all have good builds, but I would say Maxroll is the most consistent for like easy to follow builds, like easy to learn, easy to understand builds, easy to play builds. Whereas D4 builds and Mobalytics, they're more like Mobalytics has a bunch of different creators, so it's going to be hit or miss depending on the creator. Generally speaking, though, the good builds on there are going to be a little more complicated to play, but stronger. And same with D4 builds. Like they're a little more min-max, but sometimes the playstyle is a little more difficult. But if you're just looking for like the absolute like most powerful builds, I would say probably Mobalytics or D4 builds. Can you get all resistance this way? I don't even know. I don't know, but that's fine. We'll go utility, chaotic reroll, spirit regen. I can live with that. We're gonna go. I'll just add one. It's fine. Movement speed, perfect. Am I good enough to make my own build? I've made a couple of my own builds, but they definitely didn't. They weren't like T12 capable. Like they were able to get through most of the content. I could make it to like T8 to T10 comfortably, but then they started to fall off. Hoping your Druid build doesn't catch a stray from Shred Druid nerfs. Uh-oh. If you didn't know, when you upgrade Mythic to Cube, it doesn't mean you'll get the same right. Right. The tooltip actually says that on it. It upgrades a unique item with at least 850 item power into a random mythic of the same item slot. So helmets go to helmet, chest goes to chest, gloves go to gloves. One-handers, though, is the oddball. A one-hander includes one-handed weapons, offhands, shields. So those are all one category. But yeah, it is random when you upgrade. Craven. Alright, so we need to put overcharged on that. I started Druid after you beat Dark Souls 2? Nice. Do it. Ah, shit. Well. I guess we're waiting on those.
That's it for that piece.
What's the easiest OP endgame class right now? I mean, Barb is the most OP class. I haven't played one this season, though, so I'm not exactly sure what the playstyle is like. The Druid build I'm playing is good, but I would say it's probably like A tier, but I'm not really sure. Alright, let's go get our caches. Boop. Only time you played Druid was Cataclysm midway through Vessel? Gotcha. Yeah, the Cataclysm Druid was fun. Why is this game performance so wonky this season? I kind of want to reinstall my Windows just in case. It's been acting up a little bit. Actually, I think we have 3 of these now. We can re-roll those. Dance of Knives Rogues S tier. Nice, nice. Boop, boop, boop. Heck. Thought they were all A tier. I mean, it probably depends which tier list you're looking at. Like, since like Maxwell has like multiple different ones, and Mobalytics has their own tier lists, and let's see. Tier lists. Endgame. Nope, that's Barbarian. Overall endgame. Go away, ad. Yeah, looks like A tier. For at least the generic endgame. So many tier list types on Maxwell, speed farming, or endgame better to look at. I usually look at the overall endgame, but it depends. Like, overall it's gonna be good for, you know, clearing nightmare dungeons and the pit and layer bosses and stuff. Whereas like speed farming is like probably just gonna be like blowing through the pit as quickly as possible. Or nightmare dungeons probably, but it's not gonna be good at like layer bosses and that kind of thing. At least that's how I understand it. They do have too many though. Yeah, Dance of Knives is S tier for leveling. That one makes sense. Dance of Knives is super speedy for leveling. Okay, I still need to do Astaroth or Belial. Do I have 5 regular keys? Are any of them whispers? Yep. Does anyone else have the BattleNet app on their phone, and have they been getting spammed with notifications lately? Following a German YouTube who makes tier lists when it comes to overall fun to play? Got it. Yeah, okay, it's not just me. Like, I've had the app forever, and I feel like just lately, they remembered that it exists, and they've been sending out tons of notifications. It's like, did they just learn the technology? Been happening 2 or 3 times today? Yeah. Okay, I'm glad it's not just me. Then it won't let you log in on mobile? Huh. They don't have notifications on for them? Yeah, I should turn them off. I always just like get angry that they pop up, and I don't think, oh yeah, I could disable those if I wanted to. Is this hardcore? I was doing hardcore, but then I died 4 times and I said, fuck it. Quitter? I'll be back. I wanted to actually finish my season journey. But I will definitely be back to it. Crazy that all except 2 builds are A tier for the rogue according to Maxwell. Yeah, it seems like it's definitely a good rogue season. Okay. Oh, I should increase my torment tier. I think you probably met the YouTuber I follow when it comes to tier lists when you tested Warlock. Maybe. I did meet quite a few people. And I hope to see a lot of them again in 2 months. He was there too. He mentioned that you went bowling with the devs. Yep, I was there too. You're allowed to say names. It's okay, I don't mind. Diablo. That name doesn't ring a bell. They did have several different groups, though, so I don't know if maybe he wasn't in our group. Either that or they just weren't very social. That's possible too. Because a lot of us, we were like hanging out in like the hotel lobbies and on the roof and stuff, and there were a handful of people who they pretty much kept to themselves and just showed up at the event. That bowling night was fun though. That's when I got to hang out with like Zabin for like an hour. Just shooting the shit. That was great. Is that Psychosis something cool? Ooh. Do I not to get or bleh? Are you not gonna tell me anything cool? I'm jealous. My brain's farting. What skills am I using? Shred. So okay, so Cyclone Armor, Wolves, Trample, Grizzly Rage, Shred, and Debilitating Roar. Bow, 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 boop. Let's crank this up a bit. All right, where are we going Paragon wise? The skin for Warlock, which looks dope. It's called Ascendant of Molon. We'll check that out.
Salutations, Wanderer. Come and don the mantle of history's champions.
Am I in IT? No. I would be good in IT, but I'm not in IT. I do graphic design stuff. I think they added this one last season, yeah? It does look sick, though. I thought about buying it. Is this part of the chest? Yeah, it looks like it. You've seen the trailer for D&D Warlock game? Yes, it looked sick. So I saw the trailer that they showed, like, it was several months ago. I don't know if there's been a newer one. But yeah, it looked really cool. Have they shown gameplay yet? Because I don't think they showed any gameplay. Buy it? The skin? Nah, I don't know if I'll play Warlock again anytime soon. Maybe. Not sure. Yeah, that game did look really cool. Let's see. official announcement. Yeah, there was an announcement trailer 6 months ago. I don't see any gameplay trailers yet, but I'm definitely interested. Enter a nightmare dungeon completed. All right, I can do that. I asked because you seem like you have the patience for it. So I was like, even though I wasn't IT at my old job, I tended to be tech support because everybody would come to me. They're like, "Our IT guy sucks. Can you help me with this?" Sounds like how a lot of people... Yeah. I think, though, if I got to the point where I did decide to go into IT, I would probably end up being like the IT guy because I would start getting annoyed with people. Do I have any spare non-GA for that build? Maybe? If I do, though, it's probably not very good. I have been stashing stuff, but I don't know if it's account bound. I can take a look after this dungeon. But it wouldn't be much. Because I'm still pretty early in the season. IT guys make bank depending on where they work. But yeah, potentially. You can confirm as IT you do not in fact make bank? Yeah. Definitely depends on the company you work for, but I think that they definitely have the potential to make bank. But I would much rather get by comfortably and work a job I enjoy than a job that would make me miserable that makes bank. I mean, I guess there's levels. If I was, you know, a billionaire, no, then I would probably be miserable in different ways. Your nephew makes bank. He flies back and forth from the States and Switzerland. Yeah, it's definitely possible. IT manager here, but there's room for growth, yeah. Gobos. $2GA charm? Hell yeah. What's the best build this season? Probably some kind of barbarian. I haven't really been looking into the meta at all, though. Probably a whirlwind barb. Again. Is the Ancient Barb better than Whirlwind Barb? I think the best Barb is probably an Ancient Whirlwind Barb. Hope I have spare gloves, helm, and amulet. I would say a helm is possible. I don't think I would have a spare amulet. Maybe gloves. Just need the aspect. Oh, I don't think I have any extra aspects. I would only have extra uniques if I had anything. I haven't been keeping legendaries. Or do you mean the you mean the unique aspect? Yeah, you don't care about the rolls. Because I'm thinking, oh wait, all those slots are uniques. Yeah, gotcha. My brain wasn't braining while I was fighting. Yeah, I don't have much, so I wouldn't get your hopes up too high, but I will definitely check. I said that in the last dungeon, didn't I? And then I forgot. Blizzard hates me right now. You got kicked, and now you can't log in because your tune isn't done. I hate it when that happens. But yeah, they basically saw that you got disconnected. They're like, you know what? That nerdy guy, we need to give him a timeout. It was very personal.
That will come in handy.
Oh, we're hoobing. Rude. You hate their touch grass timeouts? Seriously. All right, let's see what uniques I have. Okay, so do I have... Yes. No. Dark Howl. I have one, but it is account bound. Because that was the old one that I was using. The Malefic Crescent. I don't have any of them. Not that I can trade. I might have the offhand. Yeah, I have the offhand. Yeah, the only one I could potentially trade is the offhand. If you need a timeout, we can do that on Twitch too. True!
Pity to break another's work.
Thunder Gods! Psychosis bullying you again? I think it's funny, personally. Did I say that out loud? So like, that would have been great if it was a set, but it ain't. Storm Shepherd, is that one I have? I have Linta. I have Beru. We got a Malor. Cool. So now we have a 3-piece, which was part of the season journey. Nice. That's not the right thing. Boom. Okay, so chapter 2 now completely done. Nice. We need to do this capstone. Long overdue on that guy. Where'd that come from? That was an oddly fast load screen. I hate these doors. Take them out, guys. Like, I don't mind the doors so much that are at an angle that you can clearly see, but when they're like this and like you can barely see them, annoying. Who made fun of you? Not me. Nuh-uh. Playfully teasing? Maybe. Bullying? Never. They paid good money to have those doors? I'll pay them good money to get rid of them. Actually, I won't. But, you know. Do we actually need to do something with these, or are they just there for funsies? I'm glad they at least reused the Dark Citadel assets since they gave up on that game mode. I'm still sad people didn't like it. I thought the Dark Citadel was super cool. I had a lot of fun in there. Could have been so much more than it was. The door animator might be in chat. The guy that set the position keyframe from here to here. Someone done a full run. I'm stuck in a bubble. Dun dun dun. If I was a door warden, where would I be? Hello? Please tell me it's not back here somewhere. It'd be weird if it wasn't in the section that I'm in. What do you call this season's portals? Oh. The Voidginas? Those have been in the game before. Just in a different skin. Bow, bow, bow. I hate this section. Every time I get to this one, I'm like, oh no. I always get so confused. It's probably a me thing. It's not a me thing? Yeah. Okay. Got him. Because I feel like I always get through it thinking I have it finished. And then I get to the end and it's like, oh, it's not finished yet. I gotta go back and find something else that I missed. And like those things, like it seems like you need to click them, but it doesn't seem like it really does anything. Didn't get to catch the whole stream yesterday. Did your birthday hype song pop off? I don't think it did. I don't think we had another hype train. But I hope you had a good birthday. Yeah, those discounted gift subs aren't going to last too much longer. I think they end, what, tomorrow? This is number 2. What do you hit, Paragon 300? Hellworms, Warplans, and Helltide's the way to go? Yeah. Yeah, I know Rob hit 300 as well. Wild. I've personally never really cared about hitting 300. More power to him. That's too much of a grind for me. Where? There it is. I'm like, I see it on the mini-map. Yeah, those guys are nuts. When do they eat or sleep? They probably do it while they're playing, right? Well, not the sleep part, but the eat part at least. On a turtle I'm 300, but seasonally, nah, don't care. They would need to cut that grind in half for me to be interested in doing that during a season. Did it once and it was not fun? Yeah. Like, I respect the people who, like, you know, they enjoy doing that season to season. Like, I know Fame does it too, and it's just, like, crazy, but not for me. Would you play for 20 hours a day? Yeah, yeah. How's Druid? You're doing custom Eagle Spiritborn? Eagle Stinger is solid so far. Druid's been really fun so far. I don't know how well it scales into, like, the late end game, but I've been enjoying it. You've been mixing and matching to see what works and what's strong? Hell yeah. You're doing Eagle? Okay, so when I played Spiritborn, it was back in Season 6 when they first came out, but I really liked Quill Volley. I don't know how that is anymore. Alright, so we unlocked this guy. Okay, so that means I'm getting a Mythic. So it's a 3.0 Wild Heart Hunger. Well, probably not using that. Dysentery Gary? I'm sorry, what? Quill Volley got nerfed after that first season, kind of hard. Now people are going Centipede or Gorilla. Gotcha. Okay, so you get a spark if you salvage it? That's a good question. We'll find out. Is there any reason I would want to keep it? Probably got top 400 in the tower? Hell yeah. For science? Yes, you get a spark.
Taken apart, melted down.
You got a mother's embrace? Oh no. Damn it. Which Storm Shepherd do I need? I have Linta, Beru, and Malor. So I need Phoba and... I don't remember what the other one was. How's the new mythic system? Sounds kind of meh when they announce it. I think it's cool. It adds more chase to the game because they're pretty rare. I didn't like when they only had one fixed stat. I like it better now that it has two, and you can reroll one at the occultist. So I think that's cool. I definitely think it still needs tweaks. Personally, I think they need to rework the whole legendary unique system altogether, and just rework itemization again. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I think uniques should be built more like Diablo 2 uniques, where they can have a bunch of stats and they're like predetermined stats, but they have rolls on them. Think you have spares? I'm okay. I'm effectively playing solo self-found. I like finding my own stuff, but I do appreciate it. Okay. Nice. Had a lot of that done. Old uniques felt better. Yeah. Like, I like the idea of the Mythic 3.0, but I do think that the uniques felt better when they were predetermined. Like, if they had 6 to 8 stats that uniques could roll from that were predetermined stats for that unique item, I feel like that would be okay if they wanted it to feel more random to give it more of a chase. But just to have it be anything, I think that's probably not the right call.
Let me show you more, traveler.
I don't know why this keeps showing like I have something new in here. I very much don't. Oh wait, never mind, I do. Pretty sure I've seen that before, though. Alright. We're going to the Helltides. Bow, 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 bow. Totally bought all the Overwatch skins. So I do have all the Overwatch skins. I'm lucky enough to be a Diablo partner, so they give them to me. If not, I probably wouldn't, because I'm not a big Overwatch guy, but there's some pretty cool ones in there. Uh-oh. Okay, can I get 250 cinders in 6 minutes? Not if my computer keeps locking up like that. What? Found a what rune? Hey, go to hell. Gimme, gimme, gimme. 100 for everything. It was pricey, but you're blessed to have a job that allows you to buy stuff like that. I thought the whole set was like 50 bucks. Try Druid looks solid. Yeah, it's really good. And this isn't even my final form. Gonna try to build in season 12. What difficulty? I'm currently in Torment 7. Got the mountain pet too, gotcha. We got a realm walkie. Although, I need cinders, so I'm not even gonna bother. Not with the portal anyways, I'll kill him, but... It might be worth it for the rep. Maybe, will the portal stay after Helltide ends? I don't know. Need your PC fixed ASAP? What's wrong with it? Have we discussed that before? Oh, that's not Helltide. Shit! This is a stronghold. We don't want that either. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Nice to know you're not the only one who gets the PC frame drops. As soon as you're in a dungeon, it runs fine. Yeah, it's like very inconsistent this season. Like it'll be fine for a while, and then like I'll switch to a different zone, and it'll like just chug for a second. My PC is kind of a beast, so it really shouldn't. Definitely not the most optimized game I've ever played. Two minutes left. Maybe? Your favorite streamer? You love watching me? Hell yeah, I appreciate that. Who paid you to say that? You get it bad in town? You know this game has bad optimization. 900X3 would probably solve all your problems. Maybe. I don't remember. I can never remember what processor I'm on, but it's a pretty good one, or at least it was a couple years ago. And I still struggle. Heard from friends that multiple monitors cause a memory leak. A monitor. Interesting. I will say, before this season, it was running better. We need to find chest open. Without dying. Oh my god, getting stuck in everything. 25 seconds. I need 25 more cinders. Oh no! I'm not gonna get it. Heck. I'm gonna be like 5 shy. Well. At least I can still do the event, I guess. Unless it's gonna disappear in a few seconds. Totally came across your content not too long ago, and you lurk every now and then. You dig the streams and the videos, head to sub. Hell yeah, I appreciate that. The events that, yeah, I knew some of them did. I didn't realize that the seasonal ones did. So I assume the Realm Walker would also stay. That would be nice. I wonder if I could go back to that one that I cleared. It's probably gone by now. I guess this is a nice way to bridge the 5 minutes that you have to wait between Hell Tides. If I can keep the portal open long enough. Which I can't. Oh wait, the events are there even when the Helltide is over? Like uninteracted ones? Interesting.
Speak to me. Tell me your secrets.
You'll stop lurking when you're just not stressing about sports ball. Sports ball. I can speak. I can speak. I swear.
Impressive.
What's the sports ball situation looking like? Scary? Is it close or no? Still tied? Oh shit. Minute 96 of 90 plus 8. I don't know what any of that means.
We are the spirits of the Nephilim, the ancient ones.
It worked! What's up, dude? For you? Carrion wind.
To break another word. Taken apart, melted down.
So happy to have your. I can't read, man. So happy to have your own first chat sound now. Hell yeah.
That's it for that piece.
Better late than never. Words are hard this week, seriously. Neurotoxic Oscara's tribute. Can't make them yourself? They're so hard. Okay, what do we need here? Have I found any of the aspects I'm missing? We need debilitating toxins. Still don't have that. I mean, I should probably put something on here, right? Something's better than nothing. Alright, we need overcharged on boots. We have that. We need orange herald on a ring. And I still don't have that either. I do have a lot of obols, though. Diablo 4 gamble calculator. We need orange herald. And I am... So, it says the best way to get it is by gambling rings on a warlock. Well, I'm not making a warlock for that.
And it's nice. A legendary I thought mainlanders had a sense of adventure.
Shepherds, Edge Masters, Writhing, Crashstone, Reanimation. Not lucky. Probably not worth it.
Oh, we were just getting warmed up.
Taken apart, melted down.
Nice. And you? Oh, sorry. Nice. Next one will be even better.
Accelerating, followed path. Well, heck. Conceded. Natural balance. Mangled. Okay then. At least we got new aspects. Alright, well, who do I want to get next? So our options are Spiritborn, Necromancer, Paladin, Warlock. We'll go Paladin next. Complete a nightmare dungeon with the Rupture's Affix. Oh. Reroll set charm. Phoba? Do I need Phoba? I do need Phoba. And we can boop, boop, boop. And 3 to 1. Do I have one more? Yes. What class? I'm playing a Druid? Boba? No, Phoba. Boom, boom, boom. Heck. I have 13 Paragon points just chilling. Alright. Alright, so we're going to the Constructing Tendrils board. Constricting. Rotate, rotate, attach. Go straight down. Here, 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 here. Phoba T, yeah. Phoba Fett. Alright, back to the Helltide.
Wouldn't mind the rest.
Alright, so we need to spend 100 cinders. This one costs 75, so that won't quite get us there, but it's a start. Actually, there's a weapon one. I think those are what, 125?
What is this?
He vibing. Very much vibing? Yeah. I love Muse. Back to back? Hell yeah. $150. I was incorrect. Okay. Cross Undercity time. Don't mind if I do. Okay,
Step up to my anvil.
boop. Actually. We're good in 7 for a bit. We're gonna go here. See how that feels. Is Helltide the best way to get gear? You feel like leveling too fast and your gear is lacking. I would say Helltide is probably gonna, like, between Helltide and War Plans for leveling was pretty good. I don't know if there's a better option. But leveling is kind of too fast. It's very easy to end up falling behind gear-wise. Now you want Boba again? Boba does sound pretty good. Oh, I need to find time ASAP. Uh-oh. We in trouble. Aw, shit, he's back. Na 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 na. Need time immediately. Okay, that was a good chunk of time right there. Okay, let Justin keep me updated on what's going on. Alright. What tournament am I on? I'm on 7. But yeah, Joe, I really hope things go well. I know that's got to be not the most fun situation, but I will definitely keep my fingers crossed for you. Stressful, yeah. Just hit 8 today. Spinning barb's too easy. Yeah, Barbarian's OP. So that I wasn't trying to hide it. Shit. Alright, so no time clearly available. Was it? Meow. Come on, give me the attunement. So close. There we go. Wait, give me that experience. Oh, there's more time right here? I mean, we don't need it, but... I want it. Although I think... Am I crazy? Is there not a war plan thing that gives you more rewards with how... Like, if you have more time on the timer when you finish this? I want to say I saw something like that in there. Return to Tyrio. Hello?
They've sent their regards.
Alright, what do we got? Boop, boop, boop. Boo, boo. Hello again. What up, Dutch? Still Druid? Still Druid. Not hardcore, nope. I will go back to hardcore eventually, but I wanted to get the season journey done first. I hate the Scovos Helltide map so much. Like, the mini-map is so bad. And the overlay map, I struggle with. I guess this part's okay. Rarely see a thing on the... Right. Like, certain areas, it's just all red. For no reason. It's like they have, like, the wrong overlay on it or something. I did put that as feedback in the partner Discord, so hopefully it gets fixed. It's almost like they changed the layout and then forgot to update the Helltide overlay on the map or something. I don't know if that's how it works, but that's what it feels like. They make uniques a little easier to get this season? I mean, no, it's still the same. It's farming the right layer boss. DiabloFilter.com has a handy tool for figuring out where to get all your boss loot, though. Legendaries feel the same. Certain ones feel pretty common, other ones feel a little more rare. Scovos is way too bright, especially around Temis area. So I would love to see a night version of Temis. So like it has like day-night cycles. Just so like the nighttime version is like much more soothing to the eyeballs. And I actually generated an image of what that could look like, and it looks so nice. But Doesn't seem like they really do that much. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Spicy. It's the heckin' swords, man. It's always the heckin' swords. Or the big fiery circles of death that are hard to see because there's so much shit going on. Is Druid fun this season? Yeah, Druid's really fun. I've only played Shred. I haven't tried the other builds, but... Well, actually, I leveled with Thunderstorm. Lightning Storm? I can never remember what it's called. And then switched to Shred. I think Shred feels better, though. And I'm sure Pulverize probably still slaps. I really want to try the Boulder build. Haven't tried that yet, though. Thunder Lightning, kind of the same thing? Yeah. One causes the other. It's like the chicken and the egg. Wait, no it's not. Kind of. The forces of hell grow hungry. That's not what it said, Riz. Probably did, though. Is Shred putting out more damage than Storm? You were working on Storm? I use Storm for leveling up, but I think Shred's going to be better in the end game. You're on Barb right now, but you kind of want to make another character, but you don't know which. I think Barbs are probably going to be the strongest overall, but I always recommend playing what sounds the most fun to play, regardless of position on the tier lists. Played Barb for over 2,000 hours throughout all the seasons, but it's not that fun anymore. One thing I wish is, like, in Diablo 3, they had like an account and character overview screen where you could actually see, like, across all the seasons how many hours you spent on all of the different classes and stuff, and like how many times your character died and all that kind of thing. Like, I would love to see something like that implemented into this game. That and a seasonal rebirth feature, which is long overdue. You're hungry, but it's almost 2:30 for you, so no big dinner? That'd be a late dinner. Green on the stats screen? Yeah. Your select character screen literally shows only Barbs. That's funny. I played a lot of Sork. I played a lot of Barb too, but I played mostly Sork. Why is that still there? There we go. Oh, I finally found out. Do you guys know what the little floaty blue things that show up in these areas do? Because I had no idea, like this thing right here, I had no idea what it was for the longest time. But thanks to Reddit, I finally understand what they do. Pick a number, 1 to 3. We'll go 3. Go big or go home. I tried to figure that out yesterday. So they will show up and they will start floating towards the monsters. you can collect them, but if they make it to the monsters, it buffs the monsters, making them more difficult. So you're trying to collect them so they don't get buffed. Looks like you're gonna make a Sork? Do it. Some people were also under the impression that collecting them counted as killing monsters in a circle to keep the ring, like to make the ring get bigger. That one I'm not sure if that's true or not. But yeah, if you notice these events getting much more difficult, it's because the monsters are collecting those blue things. Gimme. Thought collecting them gave cinders in Helltide or time on the bar in Pit. So, in Pit, maybe. That I'm not sure about. But the blue ones in the Helltide, that's buffing the monsters. So you're trying to collect them to avoid buffing the monsters. I do wish that they explained it a little better. I need to find a chest before I get killed. Good thing you see something colorful, you go for it? Yeah, same. I saw it coming too late. Luckily, I still have more than enough. Should have explained the entire season better, just saying. Like, knowing what we know now, I kind of want to go back and watch the dev stream to see if maybe they did, but it just didn't click yet because we didn't fully understand how things like played out. Because I have noticed that's happened to me in the past too. More so with PoE, to where like I had no idea what they were talking about when I watched the announcement because it sounds like they're talking in a different language half the time. But, yeah, I don't know. Alright. The mechanic reminds me of Breach from PoE. It's like a backwards Breach, right? Like instead of trying to kill monsters like before the or like while the circle gets bigger, this one we're trying to kill monsters like so it doesn't get smaller, kind of thing. Like it's like it definitely feels inspired by Breach, absolutely.
What brings you?
But it's like we don't want to copy Breach, so we're gonna kind of do our own twist on it, and I'm okay with that.
It is done.
Personally, it felt like the devs just wanted the stream to be over. At least that's how it kind of came off. I feel like they're intentionally making it feel like they have the presentation, which is more polished now, rather than just reading everything off to us like we're like watching them read a PowerPoint. I like the video presentation part, and then just jumping right into Q&A. They could definitely extend it a little bit, but at the same time, we watched the PoE reveal live streams, and then they do a 4-hour Q&A afterwards, and that's way too much. So finding somewhere in the middle would be good. Don't copy Breach, so make Breach reverse. Yeah!
To break another work.
All right. 55. Material 1 was from the D2 Act 2 ending where it says, "Fool, you just ensured that you..." Wait, what is... Did I miss context for that? Why did I just get super hungry out of nowhere? That's weird. You're welcome sound scared of... Oh, okay, I missed that. What a bad streamer.
This place. I'm being followed.
Fool!
Impressive.
Oh, we got a butcher? Hell yeah. Got some Coheed for butcher fight. Maybe do the Q&A in the Diablo Discord. Just an idea. I mean, they did do the Sanctuary sit down like a week later, so that's basically what it was. Wait. The butcher was the pit boss? I don't have the node to make the butcher the pit boss, do I? No. Oh, that's Tree Whispers. This one. Oh. I do. Ha! I thought that was a different one when I clicked it. Wisdom! Alright, so we gotta do... Butcher again. Alright.
I will see you again soon.
But this time in his lair. You encountered a burning butcher in a nightmare dungeon without having a note for it? Is that a thing? Without having a note for it. I do believe that's a thing now, though. I don't remember when they did that. I think this season that they revamped Nightmare Dungeons, they made it possible. I think. I could be mistaken though. Or no, maybe no. I think it was during the Butcher season they made it possible. I don't know. So many things have changed. I can never keep it all straight. How's season going? Haven't started yet. Been playing PoE. This season isn't the best, but it's okay. It just kind of it feels like the expansion with a little bit more. Still fun though. I'm having a good time. Why'd they remove the save thing from the pit? That I don't know. I think that's a mistake, especially for hardcore. I have to know I'm a Diablo partner? Yeah! I'm gonna go ahead and not memorize everything they've ever said ever. My brain can't handle that. I have not the capacity. I do my best. I can only do so much. You need to play, but you have to finish your nails first? Are you doing chartreuse? Heck. Huh. Oh god. Got butched. Oh wait. This would help. Song's a banger. Seriously, I love this song. The first time I ever heard this song, I got literal chills. Specifically the solo. Oh god. Huh. Oh boy. Get out of the fire, dude. Thank God. I don't even have a key for it. At least I get the thingy done. The thingy. That way.
Is step up.
That fight stresses you out? Yeah. He seems more difficult than the rest, for whatever reason. How's the new layer boss? I've only done the campaign version of it. I haven't done the endgame version of it yet. I've heard that people get... Until you can kill it really quickly, people get frustrated because of how many mechanics it has, because it's like teleporting and zooming all over the place. But the campaign version of it, I thought was fun. The mechanics seem more interesting than a lot of them. You're gonna get 750 cinders in 13 minutes? Yikers! Luckily, that'll carry over between Helltides. Whenever you hear that song, you hear the woman saying, Timmy? Don't know why. I could hear it. I could hear it. I'm not even sure what she actually is saying. What do we do with the rifts in the tower? You just run past them. I mean, they're good for seasonal rep, but if you already have your seasonal rep finished, they're probably not worth doing. I would just run past them. I mean, I guess you get the repeatable seasonal rep still, but you haven't played Diablo in ages. Is it worth jumping back in now, or would you have to buy the expansion? So there was an expansion that came out 2.5 months ago, Lord of Hatred, but it was really good. And if you don't already have Vessel of Hatred, you do get Vessel of Hatred included with Lord of Hatred. You can still jump in and play Seasons, whether you have the expansions or not, but you definitely don't get the full experience. Throughout this season was fast. Fast to get compared to previous. It seems like some of them have been really fast, whereas other ones have been more of a grind. I don't mind that this one was fast, though, because there is the repeatable track that you also can use those to get more of the mythic upgrades, I believe. Although I've heard some people say it might be bugs, so hopefully they fix that if that's the case. The vampire season you hated the most. That's interesting. That is a hot take, because most people, not most people, a lot of people say that the vampire season was by far their favorite. That was season 2. That was one of the most positively received seasons. Oh, just the rep grind. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that's back when the game was more grindy, which personally, I think the game needed more of that. I feel like the game's way too fast, but if you like fast progression, the game has gotten much faster progression-wise. What season is this? This is 14, and it started on Tuesday. Season 2 was good because Season 1 was not good. That is true. I am curious if they released Season 2 today rather than back then, how people would feel about it. I feel like it would have been still considered good, but I don't know if people would have remembered it as fondly as they do. Compared to Season 1, though, it was fantastic. You accidentally turned your weapon into a crappy mythic? Yeah. Yeah, you definitely want to use extras, not the main one you're using. I do miss the Season 3 Town Hub. I thought that was awesome, although Temis is good. Temis is arguably better. Not arguably, it is better. Other than being too bright. But yeah, I do miss the vaults. I wish they would bring back the vaults in some capacity. I think that day 1 and 2, Season 3 wasn't very good, but then as soon as they patched it, A-tier season. Not S-tier, but I thought it was really good once they changed it. Before the patch, C-tier season. Didn't know it was random? Yeah, they did announce it during the live stream, but they could have made it more clear for sure. Although the tooltip does very much say that it is random based on the current slot. You heard Zoltan Cool's voice this season? I think they added him back last season. You hear his voice in the pit? Or the tower. Sorry, the tower. I still need to do the tower this season. See if it actually works for me now, because it was broken up until now. Season 3 was great. Yeah, I really liked Season 3. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I thought it was really good. I think it was popular to hate on it because people wanted to have the whole season, or the odd teams are bad, the even team is good whole thing. But yeah, I thought it was a lot of fun. Malthus was one of the best boss fights they've had in the game. And it's still gone? Why we don't have that as a layer boss, I don't know. All the traps. I mean, once they did the patch on day 3, though, you could ignore the traps and just walk right through them, and it did not matter. They were essentially faster nightmare dungeons, and that's back when we can level our glyphs in them. You dogged the Season 3 dungeon. Yeah, the Season 3 dungeons were great. Now, yeah, if you're disabled, I could see it not being great, but after they changed it, they made them so much easier. Tealtide was amazing, yeah. That was what was that called? That was the Season 7 one. Headhunts was the official name, I believe. You were hoping the Reaper was Malthael? So, who it ended up being is Seraphiel, which was the final angel that you fought before Malthael. And after you do the questline version of her, a stranger comes and says he is coming. So a lot of people think that's teasing Malthael coming in the next expansion or season or something. So I would not be surprised if he does show up eventually. You're happy we're not doing powers anymore? So I think that having some powers sometimes is cool. Don't do them every season back to back to back to back, though. And do other things in addition to just the powers. If they added cool mechanics and cool powers every season, fuck yeah. Or maybe not every season, but like if they, you know, mix it up, do different things, have powers some seasons. It's also been a while since we had a lot of seasons with like seasonal gems and things like that. We haven't had that in a while. One of your favorite seasons was Boss Powers? That was my least favorite season. Yep. That was season 8, right? Or was that 9? That was so the Apparition Incursion. Like, I thought the Boss Powers were cool, but the Apparition Incursions thing was the worst. That might have been 8, though. You hated spawning the fungus? The fungus. That's not ringing a bell. I know there was the boss powers, and then there was like the build your own powers, and both of like that was 8 and 9, and I can never remember which was which. Dancing nice with the chest beam. Yeah, some of the powers were really cool, but the mechanic of that season I really didn't like. Although I can't remember which was which. Though, like, I can remember all of the seasons, like, except for those two, I always mix up. It's like the fungus that spawned head elite. Oh, that was season 2, wasn't it? Or was it, no, that was season 1. That was the malignant season, right? Yeah, that was season 1. Yeah, that was not a popular season. Which is sad. The first season was kind of a bummer. Like, they talked about how they wanted the seasons to, like, kind of build off of what Diablo 3 was doing towards the end of its life. Because, like, the later Diablo 3 seasons were fantastic. And so when they announced season 1 of D4, it was such a drop in quality compared to those, in my opinion. So I was really bummed about it. But it was still a lot better than the early D3 seasons that added nothing. You wish they still made t-shirts for each season? They did that for Malignant and stopped. Did they have Malignant t-shirts? I don't remember that. Now they just do new class shirts all the time. You have it? That's funny. You know what I miss that they really should start doing again? Collector's boxes for the expansions. I would have them all. Do we think we might get another D4 expansion announcement at BlizzCon? I think there's a very strong chance. I don't think it's going to be a full reveal like when they did the Lord of Hatred announcement. I think it would be more like the 2023 Vessel of Hatred teaser that was just like the Nahantu fly-through with like a title reveal with like some very basic overview of the expansion without a whole lot of detail about it, because I think it's way too early to do like a deep dive. But I definitely think we'll at least get some information about it. What are my thoughts of PS4 removing games? Wasn't it PS5? Or was it just PS4? I'm not a console guy, so it doesn't really matter, but I think it's, like, it doesn't really matter to me, but I think it's stupid overall. Yeah, I think it's a dumb decision. Because they're not going to pass those savings off to the consumers, so... Bow, 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 bow. You have a bad joke, but you'll keep it safe. What's new this season? So they added solo self-found mode. They added Mythic Uniques 3.0, which makes it to where you can upgrade any unique item, or you can get any unique item as a mythic. And then the activity that you're seeing now is like the new seasonal mechanic. I don't remember what they called it, but it's this thing. It's Realm Walkers 2.0, but they have like their own little portal and event that go with them. Do you like Sork and PoE 2? What's your build? Hate Spark Infusion. So I played Sork when the game first came out. I haven't played it since then, but I did do a Spark build. But that was before they changed it. But yeah, I've basically played one new class every league. So I did Sork the first time. Oh, Helltide's almost over. I need to go turn in these chests. I did Sork the first season. I did Huntress the second season. Or third season? I don't remember. I know I did Druid and Jumbling Legionnaire most recently. Mercenary. What did I do in second season? Oh, I did a Witch one of the seasons too. So yeah, I think it was Sork, then Huntress, then Witch, then Druid, and then Mercenary. See what you miss about seasons? You miss the early seasons, cutscenes, and stories. Now it's nothing. Yeah, I was talking about that earlier. Like, this season was literally, go kill a Realm Walker, get to Torment 1, go kill the boss. Okay. Like, why even do them at that point? Like... It's like they heard in other games people don't like doing campaigns, so they decided not to waste resources on making seasonal campaigns or something. I don't know. Either that, or they decided to pull the people who were making those to put them on a different project or something. I don't know. But yeah, I enjoyed the storylines. I think Season 3 had one of the coolest ones. Do I remember this? I don't remember the second season one. I remember season 1 pretty vividly because I did it a bunch. Was season 3 the last time we had one? So what happened to old Mythic gear? Did it get upgraded? Oh, so the old Mythics are now called Iconic Mythics, and they all got nerfed. And now all of the other Uniques can become upgraded to Mythics, which means that all of their rolls will be perfect, and the unique power will be 30% better. I think that was last time they had intros? Yeah, I think so too. Alright, so we gotta get 75 more cinders. I got 675. That wasn't bad. And I kind of went autopilot a little bit there. You're using Tyrael's? Tyrael's is pretty good. Like, it's generally not going to be, like, best in slot, but it's at least good temporarily. And just having, like, the holy bolt shooting everywhere is fun. Alright, let's spend some obols.
It's worth some. Oh, sorry. Try again.
Umbral and Expectant. Edgemasters. Changeling Debt. Do they nerf mythics from Obel Vendor? You usually get like 1 or 2 a season from it. That's a great question. I don't know. I haven't gotten one this season, but I'm also still fairly early in my progression this season. Last season, I know that the Obel Vendor in Temis was broken and didn't give you uniques at all. But they did eventually fix that, so that's good at least. But yeah, I don't know if you can get mythics from Obels anymore or not. Ooh. Okay, we can get my final... my 5-piece. That's the one I need. Boom. Sick. You want that new sword? The Druid?
Care for a game of chance?
Okay, so... don't need that. Don't need that. Two minutes till the next Helltide's up. Boop, 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 boop.
Like the eyes of Lycander herself.
Alright, so... thank you for the follow, appreciate it. Your PC just crashed on you? Like blue screen? Ew. That's never fun.
A jewel plucked from the sky.
No? What kind of crash? Just turned off and turned back on? Weird.
Keep your treasures close.
Last season you were drowning in charms, not so much this season. You didn't get 5 till T6. I'm on T7 and I just got mine. Yeah, it definitely feels like, I feel like last season it was a little too easy to get them. So I think that this feels about right. I could potentially re-roll some of these. Alright, so... too early? Yep. Is Banish good as unique charm? You don't have anything better? I mean, if you don't have anything better, it's better than nothing to start. But that, so Banish Lord's Talisman's good for like overpower builds. Overpower did get a pretty big nerf this season though. I don't remember the specifics, but... oh, he's at 4 stacks. Shred burns resources. I know most Shred builds are looking for Azurath for your unique charm, but... I mean, if you have an empty socket... I was trying to combine those and say slocket. I mean, it's better than an empty hole for sure. All event viewer says is kernel power. Yeah. Good luck figuring that out. Hoping to get your video card. Yeah, that would not be great. Although, is your graphics card under warranty still? The only way you'll go back to Diablo 4 is if you can afford the DLC. You'll only play Templar. Oh, Paladin. Paladin's not especially good this season. Hopefully they make it better. Is your inner... Oh, yeah, no, I'm dropping frames. Why am I dropping frames? I don't know if it's just on Twitch or... Game seems fine. It shouldn't be under warranty? 3080 Ti? Oh, okay. Yeah, EVGA doesn't exist anymore, do they? Does my stream seem okay on YouTube and TikTok? I don't even know. I'm definitely dropping frames on Twitch, though. And it's still just sitting in the red dropping frames. Awesome. Love that for me. Is it just choppy or is it like not even watchable? I hate Comcast. Ooh, you know what? Because I've been thinking about potentially moving again when my lease is up. I should look to see if I can find a place with a better ISP. That should be one of my criteria for moving. Alright. Pit time. Still red.
That's it for that piece.
I should check to see if I can masterwork anything. That's already 25. That's 25. That's 23.
Anyone asks, tell them it's from Skovos.
All resist? What am I at? Those numbers mean nothing to me. Max life sounds better. Alright, testing, testing, testing.
That is a scary craftsmanship.
Is it better or worse on YouTube's? Or the same? Does seem better on YouTube? That's good. Better or fine on YouTube? Still choppy like in start stop even after restarting the app? Yeah, it's definitely not a you thing. I am dropping crazy amounts of frames right now. In the last few minutes, I've dropped 12,000 frames. That's 60 a second. So.
This place. I'm being followed.
Sadly, there ain't shit I can do about that. And it's just still going. YouTube is super later? Like delayed? Just now saw the testing go over stream chat. Well. Maybe I look and see if I can move sooner. Testing here. The Tink Tonks? TikTok is fine? Interesting. Huh. That's so weird. The weird thing is, like, normally when I go into the red, Twitch drops down to like 5 kilobytes per second. And right now, it's at like between 2,000 and 3,000. Video keeps freezing, but the sound is working. Oh. Okay, so... Huh. I'm curious if it's... Actually. Where's my mouse? View stats. Okay, yeah, it's network frames. I was like, I hope this isn't like video frames or rendering frames. It is network frames, so it's just my internet being poop. Which is weird that the game's fine. I'm going the wrong way. Get better already! 20,000 frames dropped. Perfect. Wait, where the fuck am I going? I don't see a way out of here. Was I going the right way all along? Yes. I'm a dummy. Big dummy. My brain saw that gate and thought, entrance. Nope, that's next floor. I'm in the pit. Not a dungeon. Not a nightmare dungeon. Big dummy. 3080 Ti dies, you gotta figure out if you go 5070 or 5070 Ti. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really looked into the 50 series at all. I'm more than content with my 4080 for now. So I was just like, eh. I'm gonna wait for the 6090 because nice. No other reasons other than nice. You're happy with 3080 as well? Hopefully that's not what your issue is. Hopefully it was just like a random fluke thing. There was a lot of runes. Alright. Well, since my internet's being stupid, and we just finished that war plan, I think I'm just going to call it here. I was going to go longer, but if you guys can barely even watch me anyways, and it doesn't seem like it's getting any better, I'll just save my energy for tomorrow.